Uh, Hello, everyone. Today I'll be talking about how researchers navigate accountability, transparency, and trust when using AI tools in early stage research. This work is published at ACM Fact and was conducted while I was a postdoc at UT Austin in collaboration with Cosmic AI. So, in today's changing time, it's very important to understand how people are using AI in their workflows and pipelines as AI evolves from more than a tool to be a collaborator. This shift raises the questions around accountability, trust, and transparency, but also like work ethic and work ownership. So, as to answer these questions, we came up with two specific research questions. What accountability, transparency, and trust concerns emerge in the use of LLM based tools in early stage research workflows? And what are the strategies that researchers develop to manage these concerns? Together, we believe we can find the answer to how the workflows are changing as AI emerges in its new role as a collaborator. So, to this end, we did a Think Aloud study with 15 researchers across different disciplines, conducting a 60 to 90-minute Zoom semi structured interview. And we also had a pre and a post task questionnaire. Using this process, we came up with 23 sub themes using inductive coding, which we finally aligned with three RAI constructs. The two tools that we used in our methodology were Research Rabbit and Elicit AI. Research Rabbit is a graph based literature discovery tool, whereas Elicit AI is a generative AI tool that helps in summarizing and reasoning across papers using natural language queries. We had we had findings that aligned in three main columns: accountability, transparency, and trust. Within accountability, there were a lot of concerns around platform opacity and the assertiveness of AI outputs. To combat this, the researchers relied on their own social knowledge of who the authors are, who the authors whose work they closely follow and I think are verified, and they also used manual verification. Regarding transparency, we saw them retain the ultimate judgment on whether or not to adopt a certain solution, output, response, and also to restrict their usage to more organizational and peripheral tasks in the early stage process rather than the more creative and ideative tasks. Finally, within trust, we saw that there was very fragile trust on the system across participants, and the homogenization of the output undermined that trust massively. And to do that, they built progressive trust building exercises where they slowly gave AI more complicated tasks to handle once the trust was built. And also, there was strategic hedging to low stake tasks because so as to build the trust in the process. So finally, we see that through this work, these findings motivate the need for a slow, deliberate, and well-regulated adoption of AI tools in scientific practice to safeguard scientific integrity. We hope you enjoyed it. Please read the paper if you have more questions and are more interested in this work. Thank you.